Microsoft Teams and Outlook are recovering slowly after a global outage. Amazon workers plan global Black Friday protests for better rights and climate action. And Gen Z fears AI job loss, while executives stay confident. Welcome to #Trending. I'm your host, Jim Love. Let's get into it. Microsoft is working to restore services after a widespread outage disrupted Outlook, Teams, and other Microsoft 365 programs for thousands of users on Monday. While a fix is in place, recovery is reported to remain slow, with the company cautioning that full restoration could take longer than anticipated. The outage, which began early Monday, left more than 5,300 users reporting issues on Down Detector by noon Eastern Standard Time. Outlook accounted for 85% of the reports, while 9% cited Exchange and 6% pointed to SharePoint. By 6 p.m., the reports had dropped to under 500, as Microsoft said incremental recovery was underway. Microsoft traced the issue to a recent change which was reverted as part of the fix. Efforts to restart machines in an unhealthy state began at 9 a.m., but progress was slower than expected. The company reached about 98% of users by late morning, but recovery for the remaining affected users has lagged. The outage coincided with the rollout of Recall AI, a new feature for Windows insiders designed to take regular snapshots of computer activity. While Microsoft hasn't confirmed the link, the tool's initial launch in May raised privacy concerns, leading to its postponement until now. Microsoft Teams, used by over 320 million people monthly, and Outlook are critical tools for businesses worldwide. The disruption highlights the reliance on cloud services like Microsoft 365, which supports millions of organizations globally. While most users are back online, Microsoft has yet to confirm when services will be fully restored. The company emphasized its commitment to minimizing downtime and has reverted the changes responsible for the disruption. A recent survey by General Assembly, a global education provider specializing in technology and business skills, reveals a stark contrast in attitudes towards artificial intelligence between younger employees and senior executives. The survey found that 62% of Gen Z workers believe AI could replace their jobs within the next decade, while only 6% of directors and vice presidents share their concern. Gen Z's apprehension may stem from their roles often involving repetitive tasks susceptible to automation. Luke Colangelo, Director of Alumni Engagement at General Assembly, noted, AI is able to perform many of the repetitive, low-level tasks that were typically handled by entry-level workers. In contrast, seasoned executives possess experience and contextual understanding that AI cannot yet easily replicate. The survey also highlighted varying levels of concern across other age groups. Millennials, with 50% believing AI could potentially replace their roles, Gen X, with 44% expressing similar concerns, and baby boomers, where only 24% are worried about AI impacting their jobs. These differences suggest that younger generations who are earlier in their careers feel more vulnerable to technological displacement. Colangelo urged employers to support younger workers by providing training opportunities, stating, "With AI taking on more entry-level work, employers have a greater responsibility to train the next generation." And finally, thousands of Amazon workers across 20 countries are preparing to protest or strike during the Black Friday and Cyber Monday shopping frenzy. The coordinated global actions led by the Make Amazon Pay campaign aim to pressure the retail giant into improving working conditions, respecting union rights, and taking meaningful steps towards environmental sustainability. The protests will take place in major cities across the US, Germany, the UK, Turkey, Canada, and other nations. Organized by the Uni Global Union and Progressive International, the campaign has united over 80 trade unions and activist groups. Demonstrators demand fair wages, safe working conditions, and an end to what they describe as Amazon's anti-union tactics. Protesters in the UK plan to deliver a petition with over 110,000 signatures to Amazon's London headquarters, calling on the government to halt tax breaks for the company. Meanwhile, strikes by Verdi union members in Germany will disrupt operations at key warehouses, including those in Leipzig and Dortmund. French activists, led by Attack, will hold protests in multiple cities for the 5th consecutive year. The GMB union in the UK criticizes Amazon for perpetuating poverty wages and unsafe working conditions. Amazon represents everything that is broken about our economy, said Amanda Gearing, senior organizer at GMB. Similarly, Christy Hoffman, General Secretary of Uni Global Union, called out the company for spending untold millions to prevent unionization. Amazon defends its practices, highlighting competitive pay and benefits, including starting salaries of £28,000 for UK workers on 4-day week shifts. The company also claims to be the largest purchaser of renewable energy globally. However, critics, including the campaign group Amazon Employees for Climate Justice, argue that Amazon's carbon emissions have risen by 34.5% since 2019, and the company lacks interim targets for its net zero goal by 2040. As workers worldwide unite in protest, Amazon faces mounting pressure to address both employee rights and environmental accountability, signaling growing resistance to its practices during one of the year's busiest shopping periods. And that's our show for today. You can reach me at editorial@technewsday.ca. I'm your host, Jim Love. Have a terrific Tuesday.